The internet erupted into chaos the moment an anonymous account posted a 30-second video labeled, "Deleted Outlander clip, never before seen." At first, fans assumed it was just another edited fan-made moment. But within seconds of pressing play, the timeline exploded with disbelief. Because this wasn't edited, it was real footage of Sam and Caitriona Balfe in a moment so intimate, so raw, that viewers couldn't understand why it had never aired. The clip spread across platforms like wildfire, hitting 1 million views before anyone could trace its source. The video opened with a dimly lit set, a scene unmistakably from the earlier seasons, judging by their younger faces and the warmer tones of the lighting. Sam and Caitriona stood close, far closer than any version of Jamie and Claire fans had ever seen on screen. There was no crew voice, no clapboard, no action. Just the camera rolling quietly as if it had been left on by accident. And then came the moment that stopped everyone's breath. Caitriona reached up, touching Sam's cheek with a tenderness that didn't look rehearsed. In the clip, Sam didn't immediately react. He blinked slowly, as if caught off guard, and then stepped even closer, their foreheads nearly touching. Fans replayed those 3 seconds endlessly, noting the softness in his eyes, the way his jaw tensed, the silent exhale he released. This wasn't a scripted gesture. This wasn't part of any scene fans recognized. This felt personal, too personal. The fandom erupted with theories instantly. Some claimed it was a behind-the-scenes rehearsal. Others insisted it was a moment between takes when the actors forgot they were being filmed. But the most shocking theory came from longtime crew watchers who dissect every detail of production. This wasn't acting. This was Sam and Kate. The comment gained thousands of likes in minutes as fans compared the clip frame by frame with existing episodes, trying to match it to anything from the show, and failing. What made the situation even stranger was the timing. The clip wasn't tied to any trailer release, anniversary, or promotional cycle. It came out of nowhere, from an account that vanished less than an hour after posting it. No username history, no previous posts, nothing. It was as if someone created the account solely to drop this one video, and disappear forever. The mystery sent fans deeper into frenzy. Entertainment sites caught wind of the uproar within hours. Headlines appeared everywhere. Leaked footage of Sam Caitriona shocks Outlander fans. Was this moment too intimate to air? Studio silent as clip circulates worldwide. Journalists attempted to contact the network for comment but received no response, which only intensified speculation that the clip was not meant to be seen, ever. Then came the most explosive twist. A supposed former crew member commented anonymously beneath a repost of the video, claiming that moment wasn't scripted, and it wasn't meant to be filmed. Fans screenshot the comment before it disappeared minutes later. Suddenly, the conversation shifted, no longer about whether the clip was real, but why it had been hidden. Viewers began dissecting every millisecond of the footage. They noticed Caitriona's voice faintly saying Sam's name, not Jamie, but Sam, in a whisper so soft it was nearly lost in the background noise. They noticed the way Sam gently cupped her hand, the way both of them breathed in sync, the way neither pulled away. It felt private, delicate, and charged with an emotion fans had never seen in any promotional material. Fan accounts started stitching the clip with interviews where Sam and Caitriona had spoken about their closeness, creating compilations that fueled even more speculation. "This explains everything," one fan wrote, gaining tens of thousands of retweets. The chemistry wasn't acting, it was real. Others disagreed, arguing that actors often get emotional during rehearsals and that fans were reading too much into it. But no one could deny the authenticity of the moment. What pushed the internet fully over the edge was the final second of the clip. Right before the camera cut, Sam whispered something, inaudible at first. Fans enhanced the audio, cleared background noise, and replayed it hundreds of times. And what they believed he said made the entire fandom gasp. "We shouldn't, but it feels real." Whether accurate or not, that interpretation spread like wildfire, cementing the clip as the most shocking leak in the show's history. By the end of the day, hashtags reached global trending status, forums overflowed with speculation, and the cast remained completely silent. One thing was certain. This was no ordinary behind-the-scenes moment. This was something deeper. Something the world was never meant to see. The silence from the cast and studio only amplified the frenzy. But everything changed when a second anonymous post appeared, this time from someone claiming to have worked directly in the editing room. The message was brief, almost cryptic, yet it sent shockwaves across the fandom. "I know why that clip was never aired." Within minutes, millions of fans were demanding answers. And for the first time, someone finally began to reveal the truth behind the leaked footage. According to The Insider, the scene had originally been part of an emotional sequence meant to appear in an early season episode. But something unexpected happened while the camera was rolling. Sam and Caitríona fell completely out of character, not in a playful, blooper-like way, but in a moment that felt too genuine, too intimate to fit the story. They forgot the world around them, The Insider wrote. And the camera kept running. The editing team reportedly watched the raw footage in stunned silence. They recognized immediately that what they were seeing wasn't Jamie and Claire, but Sam and Caitríona, vulnerable, connected, and momentarily lost in each other. It was the kind of moment that didn't belong to the show, but to the people behind it. "It wasn't ours to use," The Insider explained. "It felt like we were witnessing something private." That was why the scene was removed from the final cut and locked away deep in the studio archives. Only a handful of people had ever seen it before the leak. And according to The Insider, the cast didn't even know the footage existed. "It wasn't a decision made to hide scandal," the source wrote. "It was made to protect them." As fans absorbed this revelation, the pressure on the studio intensified until they finally broke their silence. In a brief, measured statement, they called the leak unauthorized and deeply concerning. But they refused to comment on the nature of the clip itself, fueling even more speculation. Some interpreted the statement as an indirect confirmation that the moment was indeed too intimate to explain publicly. Others saw it as an attempt to shut down a narrative spiraling out of control. It wasn't long before reporters approached Sam Heughan at an unrelated event. His reaction shocked everyone. The moment the clip was mentioned, Sam froze. His easy smile faded, his posture shifted, and he lowered his gaze as if the question hit a place he wasn't prepared to revisit. After a tense pause, he said quietly, "That wasn't meant to be seen." Then he walked away before anyone could ask another question. Caitriona Balfe's response arrived hours later through a short statement on her social media. It wasn't defensive or angry, it was emotional. She wrote, "Some moments on set belong to the characters. Some belong to the actors. And some were never meant for the world. Please respect that." Fans instantly recognized the weight in her words. This wasn't just a professional boundary. It was a plea for privacy. But curiosity only intensified when a different crew member anonymously posted a longer explanation. They claimed the moment captured in the clip happened after a draining emotional scene, when the director had quietly stepped back, allowing Sam and Caitríona space to recover. Neither of them realized that one of the secondary cameras was still recording. "It wasn't scripted," the crew member insisted. They were comforting each other in that fragile, quiet way actors sometimes do when the line between performance and reality gets blurry. According to this account, what fans saw was a raw, unfiltered moment of connection between two people who had just lived through a heavy emotional beat together. It wasn't romantic, nor was it staged. It was human. A moment of grounding, reassurance, and mutual vulnerability. The reason it was never aired? Because it didn't belong to the story. It belonged to them alone. The final twist came late that night. A fan enhanced the lingering audio at the end of the clip, the whisper that had become the center of global debate. This time, with cleaner sound, the words became unmistakable. Sam hadn't said, "We shouldn't, but it feels real." What he actually said was something far softer, far more heartbreaking. "It's okay, I'm here." With that revelation, the tone of the entire conversation shifted. The moment wasn't scandalous. It was intimate in the purest, most human way. A moment of comfort between two actors carrying the emotional weight of a story that blurred into their own hearts. And as the internet debated, dissected, and replayed the footage, one truth rose above the noise. Some moments were never meant for cameras. Some connections happen in the space between takes. And some emotions, once leaked, change everything.